Scandal, rumors, conspiracies. From rumors of shady dealings to allegations of misconduct, it's been a bumpy ride for the man once known as Puff Daddy. But now, with a recent lawsuit shaking things up, the spotlight's glaring on Diddy like never before. So what's the real story behind the downfall of this music industry titan? Background on allegations against Diddy. Alright, so we're talking about rumors and accusations that have been hanging around since the early days of his career. I mean, just picture this. P. Diddy, the big shot in the music industry, but not without his fair share of controversy. Now back in the day, whispers started swirling about Diddy's dealings with artists. So some stories was floating around suggesting that he wasn't always playing fair. Now some people claim that he was pulling shady moves behind the scenes, especially during his rise to fame alongside icons like Biggie Smalls. Now these ain't just your run-of-the-mill rumors, we're talking serious accusations here. There have been tales of mistreatment of artists, like playing hardball with contracts and not giving credit where it's due. And let's not forget those whispers about Diddy allegedly taking advantage of his position to get what he wants. But hey, it ain't just about business dealings. There have also been some eyebrow-raising incidents involving Diddy's behavior too. Like, have y'all heard about those wild parties that he's known for throwing? Yeah, they're legendary, but not always for the right reasons. Now, some stories suggest things got a little out of hand, with allegations of all sorts flying around, which brings us to the lawsuit. Details of the lawsuit. Alright, so there's this artist called Lil Rod, real name Rodney Jones, who's taken a bold step and filed a lawsuit, not just against P. Diddy, but a whole bunch of other bigwigs in the music biz. Now in this lawsuit, Lil Rod doesn't hold back. He straight up names names. We talking about P. Diddy himself, also known as Sean Combs, and this guy named Stevie J, who's allegedly one of Diddy's accomplices. It's a pretty serious business, accusing him of not doing some not so cool things. But what's the whole hoopty about? Well, let me fill you in a little bit. So this guy, Lil Rod, is saying that Diddy used his power and connections to pull him into some pretty shady situations. Now he's talking about being convinced to do things that he doesn't want to really do or that he's comfortable with. And yeah, we're talking about some serious accusation, including things related to sexual misconduct. But hold up, because there's more drama to unfold here. Rumors got it that Diddy's been dropping some major names, claiming that he's had intimate relations with other big shot artists. Now we can't say for sure who these redacted names are, but the speculation's running wild. I mean, think Philadelphia rapper who dated Nicki Minaj, and an R&B singer who's performed at the Super Bowl and had a Vegas residency. I mean, y'all do the math. So did Diddy have anything to say about any of this? Oh man, he did. Response from Diddy and others. Alright, so when news of the lawsuit hit the airwaves, you know people was waiting to see how he'd react. Was he gonna deny it all, brush it off like it's no big deal? Alright, well here's what went down. First off, Diddy's been pretty tight-lipped about the whole thing. Like, radio silence kinda tight-lipped. Alright, let me set the scene for you. It's not like he's gone totally mute. Nah, he's just taking a chill approach, not letting too much slip out. But here's the scoop. Actions carry way more weight than words, right? And let me tell you, Diddy's actions have been doing some pretty serious talking. This dude's been laying low, dodging the spotlight like a pro. Now some folks reckon that he might be busy scheming up a comeback strategy backstage, while others thinking that he's simply biding his time till the whole drama dies down. Either way, it's got tongues wagging and eyebrows raising, leaving everybody curious about what's next for Diddy. Now what about the other players in this drama? So picture this, you got artists and folks from the music biz chiming in with their thoughts. It's like a big old potluck of opinions. I mean, some are rallying behind Diddy, backing him up despite all the talk swirling around him. Now others are playing it safe, keeping a distance like they're avoiding a sticky situation. And then there are those who just be chilling in the background, watching the whole drama unfold without saying a thing. Honestly, it's like a whole circus of reactions out there. Now they probably waiting to see how it all unfolds before they make any moves. Now I can't blame them. Alright, when the stakes are this high, you gotta tread carefully. I mean, we got some controversial photos and videos making the rounds, and it's time to separate a little bit of fact from fiction. Examination of evidence. Alright, so they've been causing quite the stir, with people claiming they show incriminating evidence against Diddy and his crew. But here's the thing, looks can be deceiving. Some sharp-eyed internet sleuths have pointed out that these photos might not be all that they cracked up to be. Now it turns out that at least one of them features a completely different person in it altogether. I mean, you want to talk about a plot twist. And then there are all these videos, right? Now they're a bit harder to debunk, but let's not jump to conclusions just yet. Remember, this is the age of deepfake and Photoshop, so it's easy for things to get manipulated. Plus, just because somebody's in a video doesn't necessarily mean that they're guilty of doing anything. I mean, just look at my cuz Jay Fresh when that McDonald's got robbed, man. He was on video. He wasn't involved. He just trying to eat his Big Mac and have his milkshake in peace. I mean, look, what I'm trying to say here is the context is key, people. But then you gotta ask, what about Lil Rod's claims? Now, well, that's where things are starting to get a little tricky. Now, on one hand, he's making some pretty serious accusations against Diddy and his associates. But on the other hand, we gotta ask ourselves, is this dude a reliable source? Now, it's not uncommon for individuals to come forward with false allegations, especially when there's money and fame involved. Public reaction and fallout. Alright, so what do the people gotta say? Trust me, this has been quite the roller coaster ride. First off, social media's been buzzing like a beehive. So you got people from all corners of the internet that have been weighing in on the allegations against the man Diddy. Now, some are shocked, others have been straight skeptical, and then some are just there for the popcorn, enjoying the glory as the drama all unfolds. Now, Twitter in particular has been a hotbed of opinions. I mean, you got hashtags trending left and right. You got everybody and their grandmas sharing their own 2 cents on this one. We're talking memes, GIFs, we talking AI art being generated. I mean, you name it. If it's related to Diddy, it's probably all over the timeline. But here's the thing about it too, right? Because it ain't just the general public getting in on the action. The music industry itself is abuzz with whispers and rumors about all this going down. I mean, we got artists, we got producers, and executives, man. They're all talking about it behind closed doors. Now, sure, there are some of them that are standing by Diddy, showing their support in the face of adversity, sure. Then we got others who are keeping their distance, not wanting to get caught up in the crossfire. I mean, you don't want to support the dude only to find out that you're wrong. You don't want to go against the dude only to find out that you're wrong. It's a tricky situation. So let's just take a second and zoom out and take a look at the bigger picture here that's going on. It's not just about pointing fingers at one person. It's shining a spotlight on some bigger problems lurking in the music biz. So let's unpack it for a second, starting with exploitation. Now, we all know the entertainment scene can be a bit rough, right? It's like a jungle out there, where the big shots sometimes taking advantage of the smaller players. Look, it's a tale as old as time in the music industry. Artists, especially up-and-comers, can find themselves in vulnerable positions, eager to make it big and willing to do whatever it takes to get there. And that's where individuals like Diddy can come in, using their power and influence to manipulate and exploit those who are just trying to chase their dreams. But this isn't just about one person's downfall, it's about what it reveals about the entertainment industry as a whole. Now, it's a wake-up call, a reminder that behind the glitz and glamour lies a darker reality of exploitation and misconduct. It's a reminder that we need to do better, to create a culture of accountability and transparency where everybody can thrive. So what y'all think about this? Y'all believe the allegations against Diddy? And what do you think this says about the music industry? Now, I'd love to hear your thoughts and opinions on the matter, so make sure you drop a comment below and let's keep the conversation going. In the meantime, let's keep on pushing for change, for a music industry that's fair and equitable for everybody. And hopefully, just hopefully, we can all make a difference. Now, that's it for today, so let us know in the comments section what you think about all this, and make sure to subscribe to the channel. Catch you next time.